Some eggs are gonna crack today. Oh yeah. Hey Spuds, it's Jamie. Welcome back to another video. First one on the channel. I don't know, but welcome either way, and my voice sounds particularly deep today. I don't know what's going on, but hello. It's reminding me of the pre-T times when I had a cold and I was like, my voice is deep for the next 3 days. Hi. Maybe I'm getting ill. Oh dear. Anyway, in today's video, it's basically trans memes, but specifically trans memes about people who have just figured out they're trans or are just about to or are questioning things. This is egg in real life. Oh yes. How to describe it? My understanding, could be wrong, I don't know. My understanding is that an egg, imagine if an egg is a person, and when we say someone is an egg in terms of like trans things, for example, they have not quite realized, and then the egg cracks and the transness starts to emerge. That is my interpretation. What is yours? Am I on the right track? Cool. Anyway, let's just react to these before I keep on babbling. I'm sorry. Will you press the button? Oh, press the big red button. Who wants to press the big red button?
So if I see a great big threatening button which should never ever be pressed, then I just want to do this.
You press it and you turn into a girl. I mean, well, I'm not pressing the big red button then, but I think this is like a trans femme meme. But, oh, what's the payoff? You instantly aggro every bear in the world. They all know where you are and will not stop until you are dead. Can best swim across the ocean. You could just settle up on a little island and have an island of trans people that are all hiding from the bears because they all press the big red button. You could bear proof it and cool, chill, press that button, but just don't do it whilst you're in the vicinity of bears. Like a forest in a country that has bears. Does Canada have bears? I think Canada has bears. And the United States. The UK I don't think has bears aside from in zoos. How to catch a trans. This would work. Baby trans, egg, trans, adult trans, baby trans. What's a trans elder? Is that a thing? Yes. You set up the trap and you put the blowhigh in the trap, and then the transes are gravitating towards the blowhigh and get caught in the trap. Ta-da! I still don't understand. I have a blowhigh there. Hello. I still don't understand how a shark from IKEA became the symbol of transness, but I love it. Is it because it's the trans flag colours? Like, Blowhigh is blue, white, and pink. His mouth is pink. Yay! I've been practicing my girl voice for 3 months. Hey. Maybe I'll try it in front of my friends. Ew. What the f is that gay voice? Rude. You need new friends. Stop trying to pretend to be a girl. You'll never become... Why are people so rude? Like, what, honestly, it's just a miswiring in the understanding of what it means to be trans in a lot of people, where it's not choosing, it's not pretending, it's not trying to become. It is just being, and therefore living a life as yourself and in a way that you need to and that makes you feel most comfortable. You deserve friends that are going to encourage you and support your wins and like be proud of you for your effort and support you in your identity and who you are. These friends in the bin. Friends bin. Yes. I wish I was a cute lesbian. I don't. But this was on the trans femme. What's it called? Something extra sub aspect to a subreddit. Is this a cis thought? It depends. It depends on who you are. It could be quite a trans thought, or it could be quite a cis thought. It could be quite a cis gay thought, or it could just be quite a cis thought. It would either be cis and gay or trans and gay. So yes, it is either cis or trans and gay either way. You wish you were a cute lesbian. Love it. I wish cute lesbianism in your future. Is lesbianism a word? Joins LGBTQ plus group in high school. Putting the makeup on, okay. Learns that trans people exist and you don't have to use the pronouns you were assigned. During introductions, says to use any pronouns and gets disappointed when people only use she/her pronouns. Still cis though. Hey. I'm not trans. No, I just have an incredible discomfort with my assigned gender, do not want to be referred to as such, and have very strong transy feelings, but I'm still cis. Still cis. Yes, still cis though. Transitioning for 13 years. Still Could you imagine? You look for memes. Haha. You find trans ones. You can relate to them. You can relate to them. What does this mean? Oh my god. You relate to the transy memes. I just love that memes have become a mode of, what would you call it? Like expression, media, something that people are like having big revelations about their identity because of. You're looking at memes, you are relating to what they're saying, and it's like, holy shit, maybe this is me. I love that. It was used to be like the really odd sensationalized newspaper articles and TV programs and documentaries and stuff, which like sometimes there were really good elements and like absolutely the trans people taking part in them, like full respect. But typically like traditional media has always over sensationalized and gone at very odd angles on trans topics and trans lives. That used to be the only way that people could find things. And books. Obviously there are books as well, but that's been very limited and difficult to find. Imagine like how you would find the information without the internet. Can we still imagine that? I don't know. And it's kind of gone from this of like books, newspapers, TV shows that are very curated. You probably won't be able to search for them. It's just coming across them by chance, to literally just memes. I think it's great. The more representation in the more areas, and certainly the representation that is less curated. It's that free from restrictions of traditional media. I feel like there's so many restrictions on it, but online, blogs, memes, YouTube, other social media platforms, videos, things like that, people have freedom to express themselves and people have freedom to find that. And I think it's great. Yeah. It might be scary, little scared Gru, but I think it's cool. Sorry, that was, thank you for listening to my TED talk about how much I like memes. Me, being cis, reaching for the orb of cisness. And they're all sweating, you're sweating because you're being pulled away by the possibility of being trans. Well, that would definitely prevent you from being cis. Being trans means that you are not cis. I really love this meme format. I'm going to get really deep over a meme for a second. There's a lot of misconceptions from people who are like transphobic or just don't understand things very well, that there's a choice going on, that like there's a trend to be trans and people want to be trans, and it's like, I'm just going to be trans for the fun of it. This, despite its flippancy, displays like that's legit what's happening. People are like, this is what I'm going for, being cis. This is what I'm told I am. This is the epitome of being like a normal, not that there is a normal, but like a normal human. And it's the uncontrollable pull of that not being who you are that stops you from being cis. It's not a choice. It's not like oh, this is a shiny orb, but oh, look at this other, yes, I like this one more. Let me go over here. It's like no, I'm desperately trying to be here because this is what everyone's telling me I should be, and this seems like the best option, and, don't really want that discrimination. And then, no, you can't control that, because if you were trans, you were trans, and the transness is gonna pull you in eventually. That sounded threatening. I did not mean it in that way. It's just, I think everybody deserves to live as their true selves. Yeah, so let the transness crack your egg. Oh, the writing is so tiny, or am I just old? Why did she ask me out? I don't know. Isn't she gay? She is probably pre-ordering. But I'm cis. Like, that's what you think. Me taking him seriously. And the egg has cracked. We have our first instance of an actual cracked egg. It has happened. She was pre-ordering. I heard this for the first time very recently, and now it's come up. Please, people who are online more than me and have seen this, is it a new thing, or have I just not noticed it before? I'm not sure. Either way, I love it. Oh, we've got another Gru. I need to experiment. Make a new Discord account. She, her. Woohoo! I'm too shy to talk to anyone. I'm too shy to talk to anyone. Oh dear. That's okay. It might not happen straight away. I am a very shy person. I would probably be too shy as well. You don't need to necessarily talk to somebody, but just kind of having that account there with those pronouns existing can still help you in its own way and help you figure things out. And, you know, seeing it there on the screen and writing it down and all of this stuff. But, like, don't pressure yourself. If you ever feel like you want to start talking and you feel confident enough to do so, then great. But if you don't want to do it, then there's probably other avenues, maybe where it's not like a live back and forth discussion. You can do a post that uses the pronouns, it gets responses on it, rather than knowing that it's going to turn into a conversation if that's not something that you're ready to do yet. But yeah, that's cool. It's a good idea to experiment. I like it. Like a little bit of self-exploration. There's nothing wrong with that. Someone comes out as a trans femme. I don't have a son anymore. Supportive parents and transphobic parents coming at it from very, very different angles. I like how the supportive parents are like the big, like, muscly arm, and the transphobic parents are not. Because transphobia is, I don't know, probably going to lose. Let's just take that as the metaphor. I've seen this before where it's like,
oh, my child came out to me as a trans girl. I just want to say I don't have a son anymore.
and it's like, line.
I have a beautiful daughter.
I was like, that is very cute. You got me in the first half. It's absolutely true. And it's very, very sad on the transphobic parent side, because it's not their viewpoint that's changing, it's just them being assholes. It's their loss. Girl who pretended to be a boy. But punishments are things about which people do not always agree, and when the princess suddenly felt she was really the man she had pretended to be, she was delighted, and if the hermit had only been within reach, she would have thanked him from her heart. Why was he not within reach? What is this from? Is this from something called Girl Who Pretended to Be a Boy? About a princess who pretends to be a boy and then is like, actually, do you know what? I'm not pretending anymore. This is just who I am. I think maybe that's why she started pretending in the first place. This feels like this is where Mulan could have gone. Always playing female octolings. Okay, for totally cis reasons. This is such a thing, right? It is such a trans thing that when you think you can do this and not be trans, just putting it out there. You can also not do this and be trans. But I feel like it's quite a common thing to come up that when you ask a trans person, particularly like, oh yeah, when you were a kid and you were playing like a video game and you could pick the character, what character did you pick? You ask a trans guy and he'll be like, yeah, I always pick like the boy character. Yay. Don't know why. If you ask a trans woman, it's like, yeah, I always pick the girl character. Woohoo. I also don't know why. And looking back, I was like, I always wanted to play as the boy character. I was like, ugh, no, the girl characters suck. They don't. That was just me as a child rejecting anything feminine. I got that feedback of when people saw me as a boy, and I was like, what can I do? I don't think it was a conscious choice. It was just I like assimilated with that. I was like, I want to fit in with the boys. I want to look like them. I want people to see me as the same. And what do I need to do? I cut my hair, wear the clothes. I like the clothes and I wanted the haircut like that as well. It wasn't just like I have to fit in, but like that even went into things like game characters. And it was like, I will pick this. I'm not really sure why, but I want to. I'm being drawn to the boy characters. I do have a question though. What is octolings? I'm going to Google it. Do you know what? That's okay. Octolings. You may also comment the Splatoon. Splat. Oh. It's a third-person shooter video game franchise. Wonderful. Set in the far future on a post-apocalyptic Earth inhabited by anthropomorphic marine animals, the series centers around terrestrial cephalopods known as inklings and octolings, based on squids and octopuses, respectively. Aren't they octopi? What is the plural of octopus? Welcome to not egg in real life, but Jamie Googles things. Plural of octopus. What's happening to my voice? Both octopuses and octopi are acceptable. Okay, octopuses just sound a little bit funny though. Octopuses, octopi. See, I think octopi sounds sophisticated. I'm like, yes, there are 5 octopi. Octopuses just sounds like something from Octon. I've got octing on my brain. Austin Powers. Hashtag just ally things. It's cracking, it's fine. It's fine, you know, it's all good. It's all okay. Still cis though. I love the fact that someone has drawn little arms and legs and a face on an egg. I think it's beautiful. I want this egg. I have potato characters. I have never thought about having egg characters. I should have called you all eggs. Hey, eggs. I guess you're not all trans or figuring out you're trans or in the egg stage of transness, so maybe not. Spuds is cute. I do like a good potato. Maybe it could be like mashed spud. No, that's a bit brutal. Cracked egg is a lot gentler than mashed or peeled spud. Yeah, we'll stick with the egg, okay? I'm sorry. You want to be a woman? Yes or no? Yes. You always wanted to be a woman? Yes. You considering to alter your body to be perceived as a woman? Yes. You like all the stuff that comes with womanhood? Yes. I think it's difficult to like all of the stuff that comes either way. I mean, there's definitely things about both types of hood, manhood, womanhood, that is like, debatable. But sure, maleness is the right thing for you. No. You would be happier as a woman. Yeah. Then go get them, girl. Can't. I'm not trans. Girl, you literally got one of the most trans personality I've ever met. Nah. Still cis though. There is a question missing though. It's like, are you a woman? Because like, not to be pernickety, but there is a difference between like the phrasing of wanting and being. So maybe they needed to ask the question of like, well, are you? There's like strong trans signals coming in, but like, are you? Because that is the most important question. Just had a dream that I was a girl. I can't stop thinking about it. Still cis. This just the denial. And honestly, and this is what happens. People aren't running about desperately trying to make themselves trans or make anybody else trans. People are running about going, no, still cis, I'm not trans, can't be trans, no, absolutely not trans. I'm going to find every incentive to be cis, and that's just that. I read a really interesting thing recently. I think it was another meme in another video, and it was like, where was it? My brain can't remember, I'm sorry. But it was like, I have every incentive to be cis and zero incentives to be trans, and that's what helped that person figure out that they were trans, because they're like, despite the fact that there is zero incentive to be trans because it is arguably going to make several things more difficult in your life, they were still like, no, but I'm trans and I can't fight that and I can't stop that from happening, even though like there was a willingness from inside them to be like, I want to be cis. I'm trying to think of myself as cis and be cis. It's just not working. You cannot force yourself to be something you're not. Just like a cis person can't force themselves to be trans, a trans person can't force themselves to be cis. And the sooner everybody just understands that, the better things will be for trans people, honestly. Femme clothes are kind of cool. Step 1, wait for parents to leave. Yes, we see parent walking out of the door. 2, cover yourself in femme clothes. Cover yourself, not put them on. No, it's undetermined whether the clothes are actually being worn or if they're just kind of merely draped over somebody, because you're covering yourself in them. You love it. Yay. You love it way more than anticipated. Yay. Still yay? What is happening to me? Date her or be her? That is the eternal question. Oh my god. I shouldn't have challenged God. A button, huh? I can't stop crying. It all makes sense now. What is a girl? Who am I? Oh. I feel like I had quite a similar feeling the first time I tried like DIY binding at home. And I saw like a flat chest in the mirror for the first time and I was like, feelings. Wow. One must imagine the questioning egg as happy. The cycle of an egg. Feel warm fuzzies from fantasizing about being a girl. Start to consider that these feelings might be real. They might be real. Existentially question if you actually want to be a girl. Decide that this can't be real and you're just depressed. Oh no. Pushing the egg up a hill. Still cis though. The egg is trans. It's done. That time when you're just figuring things out and it's really scary. And it's like, no, but like, cisness, it should be over there. Like, this trans thing, like, this can't be me. There is a lot of self-denial for most people, I would say. I had quite a strong moment of like, no, that can't be me. No, I need to find reasons why this isn't me. And then eventually I was just like, actually, no, this is it. Okay, cool. What do I do now? Great. No, we don't like simply coming out to online friends and accepting that you're going to get hate from about 40% of them. No, we don't like that. You shouldn't have to deal with that. Absolutely not. Making a whole new email account and removing friends from accounts you can't replace. Yes, absolutely do that. Absolutely. That would be my recommendation. I would recommend it. Yeah, sorry. I did this, actually. I've never been a big user of stuff like Facebook and like social media, like on a personal level. I use it a lot for work, but personally, not really. And I literally just closed the old account, set up a new one, and slowly started adding friends that I'd already come out to and who were accepting, and new people that I met in college along the way who had never known anything else. And I didn't add a bunch of like old school friends and stuff, and people that I knew from school, not because like I was confident that they wouldn't accept, but just because we hadn't spoken for a while anyway. And I was like, I would love to minimize the number of people that I potentially risk not being accepted by, so let me just do this as a fresh thing. And that worked quite well for me. But a lot of people also do like the little, statement, little Facebook status statement being like, hello everybody, I'm trans. I guess there's a lot more social media platforms now. If I were to come out as trans now, if we forget that it's my job and just say that I had an account on like most of the social media platforms, I'd have a lot more than Facebook. There'd be like Facebook and Twitter and YouTube? You don't really have friends on YouTube, so I probably wouldn't. Yeah. But Instagram, that'd probably be the biggest one. Yeah, I would definitely do a new Instagram. Wow. That'd be a lot to think about. Discord, stuff like that. Oh my God. Wow. I only had Facebook. Oh, we have another one. No to actually coming out. Yes, to change your pronouns on Discord, and hope people catch on. Why not be subtle about it if that's the way that makes you feel comfortable? I guess it depends on the kind of groups you're in. If you're in a group where you know that they understand trans things or there's another trans person in there, this method would probably work quite well, to be fair. I would just say if you're not in that situation though, you could get a lot of questions you may not be ready to answer. Mum, I always wanted a second daughter. Me, I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move. Mother, you wanted that second daughter. I'm the gift that keeps on giving. So, me, every time I'm called good girl. Woo! Still cis though. Hashtag still cis though. That is the theme of many of these egg videos. You're seeing people experience gender euphoria from being gendered in a way that is different to their assigned gender and having feelings of discomfort and dysphoria about being gendered like correctly for their assigned gender. And then it's like, oh, still cis though. Everyone feels a bit uncomfortable. No, not everyone feels uncomfortable and not everybody feels joy. It's a very, very not cis thing to feel joyful about technically being like quote unquote misgendered. I hate having a female body and being a girl. I'd rather be a guy. Panic. I see lots of girls complaining about being female. This is perfectly normal. Calm. They're still happy with being a girl and wouldn't rather be a guy. Panic. Yes. Yeah, this is kind of the distinction of like the whole, it's not running away from certain things, it's not like wanting certain privileges, it's not thinking that the grass is greener, and it's not being like, oh okay, I don't like this thing about being X gender, so I'm just gonna be a different gender. It's that step further of the no, but like I feel like I am the other gender, and then maybe and like thinking that, oh no, it's just because there's things I dislike, but then lots of people have things they dislike that are related to their gender, but it doesn't mean that they're not their gender. There is a big distinction between like disliking something and being trans. To be or to lust for? That is the question. That is the question. That is the question. I feel like that's why I struggled for so long with my sexual orientation, especially before I realized I was trans, because I was just like, these feelings are confusing. Is this how other people feel? And then when it turns out that you're bi and you therefore have attraction to both like people who share your assigned gender and people who share your gender, and then when you're like, before you come out as trans, before I realized I was trans, it's a very confusing place to be, because like I can't tell if I'm having like attraction or envy. I'm really not sure what's going on. And that was like over guys. Is the egg in transgender context a boiled egg? If not, then it would have gender fluid inside, since red and yolk are fluid. What's red? Since red and yolk, so the inside of an egg is fluid, right? So Yes, if it is not a boiled egg, it is the egg of gender fluid. We love it. Me every night when I look in the mirror. Wonder how I'll look with a pee-pee. Still cis though. Mine was like, oh, I wonder what I'd look like with a beard. Wouldn't it be really nice to grow a beard? These are normal thoughts, aren't they? Every girl has these thoughts. What would I look like with a flat chest? Oh, I wish my chest was flat. Huh, perfectly regular thought I'm having here. I didn't know the term cis. I was just like, no, it's fine. Like, this is nothing. Like, obviously these are just fantasies and daydreams, and everybody feels like this at some point. No. Got called masculine for helping to fix a car. Never again. Never fixing a car again. Who decided? Who went? Yes, oh, cars. Knowing about cars and fixing cars, what a manly thing. We're going to determine that this is a masculine activity to be interested in. Non-trans people, do you ever wish you weren't the gender that you are? I'm a guy, but for my whole life I've been uncomfortable about it. And like so many trans people say that if you wish you're the other gender, you're not trans. I don't know if I'm stubborn, but I just can't believe that. So do you ever wish you were born the other gender? Why or why not? It's very not as like black and white as that. I know I said earlier in that like message chain that an important question to ask is, are you this gender? Not just do you want to be, but that is also an indication. It's not just a clear cut of, oh, if you only wish that you were X gender, like if you only wish that you were a gender different to your assigned gender, then you're not trans. I think more needs to be unpacked if all that's being expressed at the moment is like a want to be, because certainly speaking from my personal perspective, there was also a want, but it was like a want to live as a gender different to my assigned gender because I felt that's who I am. That's who I knew I was. And so therefore the wish and the desire was wanting to live in a way that correlated with how I felt inside. Yay, cheese. There's also a lot of nuances around language, and not everybody has their feelings all collected together and really neat and can express it in a really neat way. So it's very difficult to just be like, okay, if you say it in this way, then you're not. And if you say it in this way, then you are. More needs to be unpacked. Diving down deeper into that wish, not just foo-fooing somebody and being like, no, you're definitely not trans. Could absolutely not be trans with that kind of interpretation, but could also be, and they just don't have the language for it yet, or haven't delved into their feelings enough, or like explored things a lot. So yeah, I wouldn't just automatically go, because I don't think it's a particularly cis thing to have a very strong desire to not be your assigned gender. It's kind of transy. Me at school, I'm confused and scared, and I'm actually trans and I don't know what to do and I'm scared, and me when I get home, I'm a girl. I think, yeah, when you take away like the worries of what people are going to say and other people's comments and opinions and how you are perceived in a public space, and it's just private, I think that is a very good time to really delve into your feelings and be like, yeah, no, this is who I am. It's just society that is making me really question this and be a little bit scared. Wow, look at all these eggs. That's this video. Look at all these eggs. It's like Easter. I think there is like a little Easter costume in here and a basket of eggs. I mean, I would say it doesn't look like there's many eggs in this image unless he's talking about the people. They're all trans. This is the island I was talking about where they're hiding from the bears. Me trying to figure out if they are a crush or gender envy. Oh, who have we got? Haley Steinfeld, Gwen Stacy from Spider-Man, Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo. I'm only reading the ones I've heard of. That's it. I'm done. Good luck with that one, because honestly, the legitimate answer could be both. And on that note, slightly aggressive meme, that's it. We're done. We're done with the eggs today. Were these eggs boiled, scrambled, poached, fried, omeletted, made into pancakes? I don't know. Comment down below. Comment down below what kind of egg you think you would be. Yay. I would like to be a poached egg. Yes. Complicated, often a little bit messy, but delicious. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Go leave your comments down below if you want to. Think about giving a thumbs up and subscribing again if you want to. There's no pressure. And yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching. Don't really say thank you for watching. I'll say it again. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Much love. Bye.